Hello, guys. Welcome back. This is Domas. Welcome back to the Soul Growing channel, the Mind Expanding channel. It's been nearly a year since I'm recording these videos, and I have a feeling that when 1 year hits, it's gonna be, I don't know, some things on my mind recently where I'm like slowing down with recording, and I feel like I don't have anything to say. There's nothing to add. Silence is golden, and there's so much content online that I don't even know if anyone watches these long videos, because it's like um, everything's now all in shorts, all in reels. The attention span is so little that even having a genuine conversation with somebody is so rare. And if you have somebody that you can talk to and you can keep a conversation going, I think that's like really important, where it's not one way, where it's both ways, where both parties are listening. It's very important, I think, to have people like that in your life that really um, support you. And, even if you have one person, you know, it's important to be grateful. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, because I think the winter time is the hardest time to be alive, because everything's kind of dying and cold, and it's easy to get depressed in these moments. But if you think of a creative project, or if you think of something to do, like a big project for yourself, you can, and I'm guilty of this myself. Like I find it hard to start working on something, but once you start the ball rolling, I think it's very it's very nice to have something to work on when the times are dark. When the winter is here. I mean, depends where you are. Maybe there's no winter where you are. Maybe you're living in sunny Hawaii or something. But um, we all get lonely, we all get frustrated, we all get like in our heads, in our minds. And I think it's important to be doing something, be going outside, be making some food for yourself, even if it's the same old food like you always made, but just making stuff for yourself, and not scrolling, not doom scrolling. That stuff gets you, like even now I was like scrolling, I was like, what am I doing? Like, I need to record a video, I need to go to AA, I need to still do some things, but I'm delaying everything. Like, I'm putting things like it doesn't matter, like I'll do it later. I'm procrastinating. That's the word I was looking for. But all in all, I think you're doing great. um you got to cut yourself some slack. You got to be honest with yourself. Perhaps you're tired. Perhaps you're tired of being alone. Perhaps you want to be with somebody. Perhaps you want to create something with somebody. You know, like I feel it myself when I'm on my own. It's way harder to make myself do something than when I'm with somebody and I'm collaborating on something. Um, Collaboration can be even conversations, even walks in the park or somewhere around your house. I don't know where you live, but if it's really busy, it's hard to find a quiet place. I kind of miss the busyness. Like when I was in capital for a few days, I kind of enjoyed seeing a lot of people and seeing unfamiliar faces. It was quite nice, I have to say. So doesn't matter if you live in a busy place or in a quiet place, there's always one person that you can find where you can have a genuine conversation with. And I think that's important, grabbing a coffee and going for a walk and talk, and just realizing that you're not alone, because I think feeling alone in this place can really harm one's soul. Like I kept wondering why I feel like shit is because a lot of the time I spend alone, and it's not even productive. I'm not even being productive. So it's better to just meditate than instead of like consuming something, like consuming, scrolling. Um, even if you're watching this video, and you're keeping the attention span going for longer than 1 minute or 1.5 minutes that the reels are nowadays. And I mean, it's all natural. It's all how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to sell more. And I think we in this channel we're going a different direction. I think we're collecting a community of people, and it's growing slowly but surely. And yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself and your surroundings. Doesn't matter how much, even if just a little bit, but you're caring for yourself. That's what's important. If you're caring for yourself, you're going to care for others. If you see good in others, that's what I learned today or remembered. If you see, like, good people see good in others. So if you see good in other people but you don't see it in yourself, that's the same as seeing good in yourself. But because we don't see ourselves without the help of a mirror or a phone, or we project our good sides and bad sides on other people. So we see other people like we see ourselves. I think that's the truth. So um, keep being true to yourself. If you're being negative in your head, maybe that means that you're digesting things that you need to digest. Maybe you're being bad to yourself, so you're not being bad to other people outside. Like I think this, like, when I'm having bad thoughts, I'm like, maybe it's so I am not horrible to other people. Maybe that's why I'm having all of these dark thoughts, because if you're having dark thoughts, you know that you don't want other people to have dark thoughts. You want people to feel good. You want to encourage people. You want to be good to other people. So I hope you know that I'm proud of you. I hope you know that whatever is in your way right now, you're going to get through it. You're going to fight the battle, and you're going to fight through it. Maybe these days we don't need to fight physical battles. We just need to fight psychological battles. And that those are the hardest ones sometimes, because you can't see them. When you see a problem, you can fix it. It feels like, okay, here I go, I take, I don't know, a broom, and I clean the room, I do these things. But when you don't have that in your head, when you have problems in your head, that's when it's the hardest. And I'm really sorry you have to go through it, because everybody has to go through it, me including myself. Yeah, a lot of the things I'm saying, I need to do it myself. And I have to thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these videos, because these videos kind of kick me in the butt. Like, I kick myself in the butt to do things. But your responses and you keeping up with it, it's like good 10-15 minutes every day where I feel like I'm alive. I feel like I'm doing something that makes the day a little bit better, at least a little bit better. So I have to thank you just for paying attention, because attention is the biggest gift that you can give to anybody. So if you're paying attention to people that hurt you, you know, you're feeding the monster, you know. So you got to learn to turn away. You got to learn to just literally not look that direction, because just by looking you're giving attention. So don't look that way, you know. Look the right way. Look the way that you want to look, you know. Look the direction that you want to look, and see the path ahead of you, you know. See what obstacles you need to fight. See what you need to do in order to get better at your job or at your relationships. um, I need to set some goals myself, you know, where I need to be and what I need to get to. So maybe we can do that together. But look at the path ahead of you, look at the light ahead of you, and be happy, you know. Maybe this doesn't make any sense today, but yeah, a bit of a weird day, but I go through a lot of emotions. I don't know about you, but I don't know, recently it's just like there's hell of a lot of emotions. So, but it's always been like this, you know? It's always been like this. I've always been like that. So, and it sucks, you know? And the psychotherapist I was seeing, he's like, yeah, you're very sensitive, you're very emotional. And I was like, but I don't want to be, you know? Like, I want to be tough, I want to be tougher, you know? But your greatest flaws can be your biggest benefits. So, see where you're good at and see where you're bad at, you know, and see how things that you think that are bad can be actually good. So, lots of love to you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming onto this channel and listening. Have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, much love, and peace.